Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, where tonight playoff action is live. The Chicago Bears taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Stephen Parks. Mike, here's both teams really had to fight hard to get to this point.
Especially for New England or Miami. They didn't know they were going to get in until the last week. They had to beat New England, and they get in as the division champion based on that head-to-head. The Bears, meanwhile, beat the Packers, and so they moved up a spot in the rankings. So they are technically the number 3 seed. The Packers we'll see later on. Both teams still got in, but the Packers, they have the unenviable task of playing the Cowboys, which we'll see in the second game tonight.
And out comes Griffin Jelkic, trying to get this team going, trying to find some magic. They had a great game last week, pulling off that win over Green Bay, 25-23. Jelkic going to try to get going early here, though. Going to start in the shotgun. Takes the shotgun snap, takes a step back, finds Jordan over the middle, and that'll be picked up.
Griffin Jelkic was a lot of the same of what he did when he was at Auburn. He was the 5th-rated passer in the league this season, in the top 5 in a lot of the passing categories. Big reason why this Bears team is in the playoffs. They need some playoff performance from him, much like when Auburn won the title in season 6. We'll see if he's got it in him.
2nd and 7. Gonna stick with the shotgun here. Jelkic takes a step back, throws it off to the sideline. That's gonna be Golnier with the reception there.
How is the audio sounding to everybody? We haven't done a lot of the Pro League games, so I want to make sure that everything sounds balanced. Game audio is good. Commentary audio is good. Let us know in chat, and we can definitely adjust as needed.
Well, they called that last catch an incompletion out of bounds. Jelkic here on 3rd and 7, under tons of pressure, and he's going to go down for the sack as Boggs gets a sack.
Cameron Boggs getting in there and getting the sack, making his presence felt. A big opportunity there to get the Bears off the field right away, and Boggs was able to get in there and make that happen. So Miami looking good defensively on their first drive. Now we'll see what their offense, led by Matthias St. John, Rondane Jr., and Jared Tatonis can do.
After the promising kick return, Bears punting it away here as Pence gonna get the return. Not much on the return, but out comes Matthias St. John as he looks to really leave a big impact on this game. And Mike, he's one of the top passers as well.
Yeah, Matthias St. John, along with Griffin Jelkic, among the league leaders in several categories. St. John, the 3rd quarterback rating. But remember, the CFSL's all-time leading rusher and receiver are out there on this Miami team as well.
St. John starting under center. He hands it off to Dane Jr. as he gets the carry there, and a nice pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, Rondane Jr., like we said, the all-time leading rusher in all 3 categories: rushes, yards, touchdowns. He was a big part of the CFSL when he was at Hawaii and Washington, and hey, he's got his team in the playoffs here, first season in the pros.
St. John takes the shotgun snap. This one's going to fall incomplete. Didn't look like Dane Jr. was ready for that ball.
Now, a little miscommunication there. I think St. John wanted to check it down a little earlier than Dane thought to be ready for. And so a little broken play, 3rd and 7, same spot that the Bears were in. The Bears got sacked there. We'll see what St. John and company can do.
3rd and 7 in the shotgun. Looks like the Bears are loading the box. Gonna send Gwynn in motion. St. John takes a step back. Under tons of pressure. He's gonna go down on 3rd down as Mitchell's in with a sack.
Well, a 3rd and 7 doesn't seem to be where you want to be on your drive, as both the Bears and Dolphins drive. And with a sack, when they find themselves in a 3rd and 7 situation, we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if that continues to be the trend as we go along. But so far, the defense is playing well. We'll see if it's a defensive game as we go along. Definitely some stars on both sides of the ball, and right now the defensive stars are showing out a little bit better.
Both defenses showing up down in the Miami Heat. The ball is away as Davis Jr. going to get the return out to the 40 before he gets brought down about the 42.
There is, if you guys are GMs, tag your locker rooms and let everybody know we're playing. We got 15 people watching, and there's 44 players on these 2 teams, not including other people that might want to check it out. So definitely got to get some more people in to watch playoff football.
Jelkic taking the under center snap, going to drop back, has plenty of time back there, finds Johnson over the middle, and that'll be a pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Yeah, just a little short pass over the middle, and undrafted free agent comes up with the catch. Right now the defenses are playing tight and not letting the offense get a lot going, so Jelkic playing conservative there, going underneath. That's a big tight end, by the way, Steven. He has not missed many meals.
Yeah, definitely. The Bears like their big tight ends out there, able to not only get the reception, but also in the run game, they're a force to be reckoned with in the with blocking. But now Jelkic comes out. He's going to be set back by himself in the 5-wide set. Takes the snap, looks around. He's under a little bit of pressure. Finds Golnier out of the out on the flat, and that one will be complete for a couple of yards.
Trevor Golinar underneath there and getting the catch, but it is short of the marker and led a little bit too far there by Yelkic, and it takes him out of bounds. So another third down coming up. This one, 3rd and 4. So we'll see if 3rd and 4 fares as poorly as 3rd and 7 did.
And we'll see if the defense for Miami comes up with another sack here. A big 3rd down here on the 2nd drive of the game for the Bears. As Jokic going to come out in the shotgun. He's got a balanced look with his receivers. He's going to take the snap back, takes a look over the middle, finds Davis Jr., picks up the 1st down and more, gets out to about the 38-yard line.
Well, that was great man coverage everywhere on the field except for at linebacker. Tyson Kane played very late in coming over there and picking up Brandon Davis Jr. onto the backfield, which allowed that 1st down. But everywhere else, the coverage was good. Kane Blake going to need to work on his awareness a little bit. Great job there by Yelkic and Davis as they pick up the 1st down.
So the Bears now 1st and 10, just about to hit 10 minutes left in the 1st quarter. The Bears looking to put some points on the board here to take the lead early. Jokic going to come out with the 1 back look. Davis set behind him. It will be a pitch out to Walker, who's got a lane, picks up the 1st down, gets 15, and out to the 10 before he dragged down at the 9-yard line.
Well, Taraj Bushwalker, as we like to refer to him, as the other commentaries like to call him Bush for some reason. The former Texas standout, 4 years at Texas, comes in at Chicago, and he's done a very good job. Not among the top of the league leaders rushing, but he's been very good. 632 yards coming in, 4.4 average, nothing to complain about. And as we see there, he can be explosive, gets him inside the 10.
Now 1st and goal for the Bears as Jokic going to come out in the I form. Takes a step back, has plenty of time in the backfield. Takes a shot towards the corner of the end zone. And this one's going to be counted incomplete as McKenzie couldn't hold on to it and bounce.
I don't know what was wrong there. I thought he got both feet in. Maybe they said he didn't. But Michael McKenzie, one of the most prolific playoff tight ends we've ever seen. And here Chicago's going to challenge it. I think this is a good challenge.
And Chicago does throw that challenge flag. We'll get to see another look. Did McKenzie get both feet in here?
Ooh. Well, there,
And
I think
he got one.
No, yeah. I'm not even sure he got one. I think his left foot was actually on the line. So I don't think he got any feet down. I think that one is going to be a bad challenge.
So with that, the Bears will end up...
What?
They're going to overturn it. They're going to give him the touchdown. Surprising call by the officials. And now the Bears on the board looking to put up the extra point.
Well, I'm not sure what to say about that, as I didn't think he got one foot in, and somehow the Zebras see it as him getting both feet in. So early on, Michael McKenzie getting a touchdown, his first playoff touchdown, and the Bears are up 7-0.
Well, we didn't think the Miami Heat and the haze that comes with that would come into play, but who knows? Maybe the refs needed a little bit of a break out there, but
well, they
right
might have been
now,
out at South Beach last night partying too much, maybe.
Could be that too. As Beasley going to get the kick return, gets out to the 20-25 before the Bears beat him at the 27-yard line.
Well, David Beasley, one of my favorite slot receivers out of USC, getting the nice return there, taking it away from Pence. Pence wasn't able to get his return there. So second drive for Chicago ended in a questionable 7 points. We'll see what the Dolphins can do.
St. John goes under center. He's going to take the step back, finds a man over the middle. It's going to fall incomplete, as that was a tough pass for Jace Rosser to catch.
Yeah, Rosser, another guy that played, did he play at USC too? I know he played at Auburn and Washington. Did he finish up at USC?
He played at USC.
Played at USC too? I don't know. Yep. He was all over the place. Anyway, Rosser not able to haul that one in, and now we'll see what they do here.
St. John goes to the balanced shotgun look, takes a step back over the middle. He goes as It'll be Alex Cook with the reception.
Alex A. Cook, or as Ali in chat, or Alex A. And technically, this was a male player, how we refer to him, but actually it's a female. And so I don't know, is it weird if we start referring to her as him or him as her? I don't know. How does that work in today's politics, Stephen?
I think we go with whatever they like.
All right. I know it's kind of weird because it was always a him. We didn't have females. So technically it was a him.
Well, St. John going to go under center in the I form here on 3rd and 1. It's going to be a handoff to Dane Jr. He's going to get stopped as the Bears defense coming up strong on 3rd down.
Well, thinking back to the CFSL days, Washington and Hawaii would line up and do exactly that. And Ron Dane, 90% of the time, would pick up the first down. Not so much on that one, as the Bears able to stuff them, as Jacob Langmeyer checking in, also known as Slickback. Oh, Brandon Davis Jr. put some moves on. Maybe he should have spun there.
Davis Jr. gets out to the 45-yard line. Now the Bears coming out on offense once again. They had that questionable touchdown, but can they respond again? Go down the field, put more points on this Dolphin defense, as Jokic will come out in the shotgun look, takes the step back on the shotgun snap. He's under pressure, throws it over the middle. This one's going to fall incomplete.
Well, the Bears getting good pressure. We remember that they got the sack on the opening drive to get them off the field. There they get pressure, make them throw off of their, the Dolphins rather, making Jokic throw off of his back foot. That one goes incomplete. You don't really want to fall behind 14 points here. Obviously it's still very early in this game, a lot of time left, only halfway through the first quarter, but it's hard to score points. It can be, especially on these defenses. So Miami wants to try to get a stop and give their offense an opportunity.
Jokic with the shotgun snap, takes a shot over the middle, almost intercepted by the Dolphins.
That was Dale Higginbottom, who was the former TCU standout, playing on the opposite side. A couple of really good corners for Miami, as they've got Pence and Higginbottom on either side. And big part of why this Miami team is in the playoffs, but Higginbottom there not able to haul that one in.
David Ware calling for the Jokic to Skywalker for a touchdown. As 3rd and 10, the Bears breaking the huddle. Jokic going to go to the shotgun. He has got Davis Jr. set to his left. Tripp set to his right. Takes a step back. Got plenty of time in the backfield as Golnier comes up with the reception.
You and your names.
Golnar.
Golinar. How do you get Golnier out of G-O-L-I-N-A-R?
I have it typed out, and I still said it wrong.
Wow. Jathan checking in. What is up? Big first down there to Golinar. Right now, the Bears offense just executing a little more crisply than the Dolphins at this point.
As the Bears going to break the huddle, Jokic going to come out with a single back look. Takes a step back. He will pass here. It's going to be a pickup for Twix as he picks up 6.
Eric Mears in chat saying Gigan Skywalker. Skywalker was a one and done at the university, or Texas A&M University, and he told me earlier on in the game that early on in the day, he appreciated his time at A&M. Things didn't go as well. He kind of kicks himself a little bit with as well as A&M is playing this season, but he appreciated the opportunity that Eric Mears and the coaching staff gave him.
Jokic gonna break the huddle here on 2nd and 4. In the I form, they will go. That's gonna be a handoff to Walker off to the right, and he's gonna get blown up in the backfield. Stop as he gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, Tom Pence, known for his coverage skills, can also come up and play the run. We see it there. He was one of the most iconic plays in CFSL history, where he came up, forced the fumble, picked the fumble up, then took it back for a fumble 6. He can come up, make some hits, force some plays. He does so there, forcing him the 3rd down.
Jokic with nobody set behind him. Takes a step back under some pressure. Finds Davis Jr., who's going to pick up the first down, as it'll set up 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, these linebackers are not doing a good job of keeping an eye on Brandon Davis Jr. out of the backfield there. We saw it earlier with Tyson Cain-Blade. This time Dylan McKenzie a little late getting over there, and Davis able to pick up another first down for this Bears offense.
The Dolphins really playing that playing soft coverage over the middle, as you said, leaving Davis Jr. open. They've let a couple big throws over the middle really hurt them here tonight. But 1st and 10 for Jelkic. He's going to break the huddle. Comes out in the one. It's going to be a power eye look. As they're going to hand it off to Walker, who's going to run off to the left side. He's got a lane here. Going to pick up the first down and more. He keeps going after breaking a tackle and walks into the end zone.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Taraj Walker has been very good in this Bears offense. He accelerates down the sideline, slips a tackle, and then gets into the end zone for the touchdown. I thought he might have stepped out. I don't know if we're going to see the Dolphins try to challenge again, since the last one didn't work out for him. But a great run either way there by Taraj Walker as he's able to get in. And if this stands, which looks like it's going to, Bears out to a 2-score lead here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a tough break because not only did we think that he stepped out, but it looked like a couple of Miami defenders thought he stepped out as they pretty much stopped going after him, as the PAT is up and good. So the Chicago Bears in the first playoff game up 14-0.
Well, there's word from the truck that last night the Bears coaching staff took the refs out on the town for dinner. They may have gotten a little careless with the amount of tequila and libations that were consumed, and maybe that's playing a role in some of these calls today.
Pretty good observation, as the refs really on the Bears side here tonight. Out comes St. John again, though. He's got to find a way to respond here as we're nearing the end of the first quarter. St. John going to come out in the shotgun look. He will take the snap back. It's going to be a play action pass over the middle. Rosser's going to catch it. Somehow finds a way to pick up 11.
Well, he does a good job. He was going to get stopped before the first down marker, but he powers through out of the tackle and falls forward enough to give him the first down. And you wouldn't think a yard or two here or there is that big of a difference, but it could. That could wind up keeping a drive going that maybe otherwise wouldn't. Can also fire up guys on the team, seeing them out there fighting hard, getting those extra yards. Maybe it gives everybody else a little extra incentive to push harder in those times as well.
St. John going to break the huddle here on 1st and 10. Just under 4 minutes now in the first quarter. St. John in the shotgun. He's going to take a step back. Takes a shot over the middle again. Rosser gets another reception, and this will be another 11 yards.
Well, Jace Rosser is proving to be the favorite target early on of Matty Rose tonight. He came into the game only 28 catches for 330 yards, so under 4 receptions a game, but he's already got that here in the first quarter, and him and St. John seem to be on the same page as we're getting underway here in the playoffs.
So 1st and 10 once again for the Dolphins, looking to answer back to the 14 straight that Chicago has put up. Both touchdowns kind of questionable here tonight, but St. John going to come out in a power pistol look. He's going to run the read option, hands off to Scott. Or no, going to hand off to Scott, and he's going to be stopped before he gets to the line of scrimmage.
Preston Miles Jr., the former Ohio State Buckeye, coming up to get his first tackle of the game. And again, the Bears defense just playing a little bit better than the Dolphins defense. Bears offense playing a little bit better. Miami known for running the ball with Dane and St. John. They're going to have to start airing it out a little bit. Tonis would be a good guy to start getting involved.
St. John going to take a shot downfield. This one's going to fall incomplete as the receiver couldn't hold on to it there. Tough break as they really need to find a big play.
Well, Andre Guyan's another guy who had a tremendous season with TCU when he was here. And then he's kind of been lost in the mix on this team for Miami. Again, very run heavy, but Guyan not able to come up with that catch down the middle. 3rd and 10, not an easy spot in this game.
St. John sets a man in motion, trying to set up the screen as he's going to get sacked here as Eklund with the big sack.
Jacqueline, another guy that hasn't missed many meals. And we've seen it now. 3rd and 7, Bears get a sack and the drive. 3rd and 10, Bears get a sack and the drive. And right now, Miami's got to adapt to that and say, okay, we got to keep ourselves in short 3rd downs. Otherwise, this defensive line is going to get to us, which they've been doing. And right now, they're putting a lot of pressure on this Miami defense to keep the Bears off the board and trying to keep this offense in it until they can figure out how to move the ball consistently.
Davis Jr. will take this punt return, gets a few before he gets stopped at the 37-yard line. And now, out comes Jelkic trying to start another drive and get in the end zone once again. They've had 2 straight drives to this point that have ended up in points. As he will break the huddle, comes out in the one-back look. He is going to hand it off to Walker, who's going to go off to the left side, and he's going to get stopped after a gain of 3. McKenzie with the big stop.
Well, Josh Walker's been the hot hand. Had a touchdown on the last drive. Why not keep feeding it to him? See what he can do. But that time, Dylan McKenzie comes up, makes the nice tackle, although he still didn't get 3 yards out of that. And, you know, if you think back to the old Bear Bryant days, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, you can't really complain with that.
Bears looking like the Bears of old right now as Jelkic going to take a sack here. Richardson in there with the big play.
Well, Anthony Richardson, I mentioned to you before the game, we were looking over all of the leaders, and Anthony Richardson, one of those guys that's up there. 8 sacks on the season, gets his first playoff sack there. He's been a big reason that the Miami defensive line has been successful against the pass, and we see why there.
Now Jelkic in a 3rd and 14 situation, trying to really break the trend of the quarterbacks getting sacked on 3rd down. He is going to let the time run a little bit, takes the snap with 12 seconds. He's taking a shot downfield, and Pence with the interception. He's not going to get anything on the return there, but a big play by this Dolphin defense.
Well, I talked about him being known for his coverage before, and there you see it. He is right there with King Twix. That's a mismatch, and Jelkic tried to take a shot at it. Tom Pence gonna make him pay as he comes up with the interception. And now Miami, they got a little bit of momentum here. They got to capitalize on it, I think.
A big play by this Miami defense sets up the Dolphins nicely here. St. John going to take the snap, takes a look to the outside. He finds King, who's going to pick up a good amount of yards, give him 24 to end the first quarter.
Max King, the former Oregon product, coming up with the first down.
So at the end of the first quarter, the Bears lead this one 14-0. You've been watching the Pro League here on PX1 Sports, and we'll be right back. Welcome back into Hard Rock Stadium, where the Dolphins looking to answer back to that 14-0 first quarter by the Bears. St. John, with a great pass a moment ago, sets up the Dolphins at the 47-yard line, trying to really take that interception and get some points off of it. St. John gonna break the huddle in the shotgun snap, or in the shotgun look. He is going to take the snap, takes a step back for a pass here. He's going to take off on the scramble. Didn't find anybody. He's got a big run here. Blows through a man and gets down to the 24-yard line.
Well, I talked about it earlier that this team was really based around the running of Rondé Jr. and Matthias St. John. And there you see, we haven't seen it yet, but St. John able to take off there, had 612 yards rushing this season, along with 6 touchdowns. Very, very capable runner. And he shows the Bears what he can do there. That's an added element now that Chicago's going to have to keep in their mind. Not only Dane and Rossler, who he's got a good connection with, and the threat of Guyan and Chatonis on the outside, but now you got to keep an eye on Matty St. John.
Big pickup by St. John, sets him up at the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. St. John taking a step back, looks over the middle, finds Rossler. He's going to pick up the first down before he gets stopped.
Well, surprisingly, that's only his 3rd catch. I would have thought he had at least 5 or 6 by now. He finds a hole in the zone over the middle, and they continue to go to him. He only got swung a little bit there, and his feet kind of windmill through the air. as he's covered up there by just in time. But Miami making use of that turnover so far, and we'll see if they can get it in the end zone.
At the 14-yard line, Rosser with that reception of 11 and 2 receptions of 11. That reception of 10, having a good start to this game. St. John under center now. He will take the step back, takes a shot to the left side, finds Gann, who's gonna get 6 yards.
Andre Gann picking up the first there, and now you've got me questioning, have I been referring to Totonis wrong the whole time? I was just looking on my roster and I don't see him on there. Is this not who they traded him to?
I have Totonis on my roster.
Why don't I have him on my roster?
Oh, I have him on mine.
You do, on the Miami roster?
Yep.
Well, apparently my roster, the league roster, is not updated.
Well,
And,
I'm looking at the Pro League roster, so maybe I'm wrong too.
No, Totonis went to Seattle. Okay. I don't know why.
St. John over the middle. This one's going to get picked off by time. And really a big turnover for the Bears defense.
Oh, yeah, a big turnover right there on the goal line. Tom Pence got the turnover to give Miami some momentum. They get down to the goal line. That's going to be heartbreaking for just in time there. Nathan Totonis is on the Dolphins. I don't know why I kept thinking Jared Totonis. Jared Totonis is with the Seahawks. I apologize for my old age.
As the Bears coming out on the 3-yard line, Jelkic gonna hand it off to Walker, and Walker is gonna get stopped before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. McKenzie gets a tackle for loss.
Well, for all of those out there that may be wondering, I think Steven, well, he wouldn't be the first, but he referred to me as old because, you know, I'm the guy that still has to go to the unplug the USB drive and turn off the system, and he's like, "You're old. You don't have to do that anymore." I didn't know. So for those of you out there, it's not my fault if you pull your USB drive out and you corrupt your data, but according to Steven, we're old if we, still, turn off the system or use the little safely remove hardware thing.
Well, you know what else is old? Seeing the fullback get a carry, and the Bears did just that. But Jelkic now going to go under center on the 6-yard line, takes a step back, sits in his end zone before he throws a ball downfield and nearly caught, as that was Trevor Golinar almost getting the reception.
Well, it was 86. I think it was an undrafted free agent, unless my roster is still incorrect. Now I'm all kinds of confused. Now I feel like I feel like I saw Golinar's name out there, but I don't know, unless it was 6. Is it Golinar's? I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore.
Well, okay. The Dolphins now.
I don't even see Golinar on my roster. What roster? What am I don't know what's going on right now. What happened? If you're having a brain aneurysm, what are the signs of that? Am I having a stroke or something?
Well, anyway, St. John takes a shot downfield, finds Stewart for the Dolphins touchdown.
But that might be Glenn Stewart. That's what I have on my roster. I'm going to assume it's Glenn Stewart. And the former Tennessee tight end is able to get the dot right down the middle. No interception there for the Bears. And now finally the Dolphins have cut this lead back to 1 score. And, everything's up in the air now.
And the Dolphins with a great one-play drive there. They've got to show up and play defense once again, though. Their defense has played great at times tonight. They had the 2 questionable touchdowns to start the game. But really, other than that, the Dolphins' defense has played, pretty exceptional. Yeah,
Golinar's not on my roster. So he was traded to the Bears for Jay Wells on March 1st, which was before Week 5, if I remember correctly. We got him on the game. We didn't update the league roster. That's on me. There's so many different data points that you have to. You got to update the league roster on the website. You got to update the internal league roster. You got to update the team's roster. You got to update the game. You got to update their locker rooms. It's a lot of data entry that we have to account for.
Davis Jr. going to get the return here, gets it out to the 28-yard line. Out comes Jelkic trying to get this drive going for the Bears. As mentioned in the chat right now, Skywalker has been pretty much invisible out there, has yet to be targeted.
Should Skywalker be concerned that Mears is making it one word and not putting the E in his first name in it? I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing.
He obviously doesn't have the force out there tonight.
Well, no, he's the dark side is shutting him down, as did Anthony Richardson there as he shuts down Griffin Jelkic, who saw Matthias St. John scramble earlier. He was like, you know what, I got a little bit of wheels too. I got some athleticism. And Anthony Richardson says, just shook his finger at him like he was Dikembe Mutombo and said, not in my house.
As now Jelkic 2nd and 13. He'll break the huddle. Comes to the line on the 25-yard line. They're going to come out in the shotgun look. A balanced set for the receivers. Running back set to his right. Going to take the step back for the pass. Has plenty of time in the pocket. Finds Twitch over the middle for the first down.
I just picture Steven sitting there thinking to himself, who the heck is Dikembe Mutombo? Are you too young for that reference? Apparently.
I'm going to say yes.
Wow. Really? He's got a commercial where he's like running through in the grocery store just like stuffing people and wagging his finger at them. No?
It rings a bell, but I can't picture the person.
You don't watch TV, you watch Sims and whatever's
that's
on your 12 computer screens. I get it. I understand.
I don't even run a heater. I just run consoles all day
long.
Well,
I wouldn't doubt that. I bet it's a furnace in your room.
Walker getting the handoff here. He'll pick up 6 on the carry. As now Walker sitting at 65 yards, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter.
Yeah, averaging 10 yards a carry. And Walker, again, has been great all season for Chicago, and even better so far early on in the playoffs.
As now Jelkic takes the snap. He looks across the middle, finds McKenzie. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Gets it out to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a combination that you got to keep an eye on. Dylan McKenzie and Michael McKenzie having some words. No relation, don't worry. That's not brothers out there arguing with each other, but a little gamesmanship. Jelkic McKenzie, they won a championship together at Auburn in season 6. So that, they hooked up a lot in that playoff run, and Miami's got to make sure that they don't let them start getting hot in this one, because McKenzie's one of those guys that can burn you over and over, especially downfield. So they got to keep their eyes on it.
Jelkic going to come out in the shotgun look. He's got a trip set to his left. He's going to send his tight end in motion across the field. He is going to take off on the scramble, and he's going nowhere. Richardson gets his 3rd sack of the night.
Anthony Richardson, I don't know who peed in his Cheerios earlier in the game, but he is upset at Griffin Jelkic, and he is doing everything he can to make his presence felt back there, having a MVP-type performance in the first half of this game, and doing everything he can to try to slow down the Bears offense.
Apparently, Rusty Film says I'm the Snoop Dogg Who meme right now. To your reference earlier.
Maybe. I could see that a little bit.
Well, Jelkic goes under center. He had trip set to his right. Takes a shot across the middle. Finds McKenzie again. This one's going to be a pickup of 9 as they make it 3rd and 7.
Ware suggests that there's going to be a random drug test for Richardson. Well, considering the league does all the testing, I don't know that he can dictate that as much as he'd like to think that he could. Even though he is part of the staff, he's not part of the game day staff. He's more, the fan experience.
David Ware doing kind of a alleyway drug testing now.
Alleyway.
Anyways, Jelkic going to take the shotgun snap, takes a step back, finds a man over the middle. It's going to get the start. Is it going to be a completion? It's at 4th and 4 now.
Well, Ricky Jordan This has got to be fun for Ricky Jordan. His last season in the league, he went 0-12 with Boise. And then, from what I heard, he was sacking groceries at the Piggly Wiggly. And now he winds up on a Chicago team that's in the playoffs. I guess he was in the playoffs season 1 with Boise. But, then he went 0-12, and he had to really feel like his life was out of control, much like that kick was off the foot of Rigby Bronson.
Yeah, and the Bears kicker now might be looking for a new job. That was a terrible kick, and it gives the Dolphins the ball back. Dolphins looking to tie this one up. St. John going to come out and goes under center here with a back set to his behind him. It's going to be a handoff to Dane Jr., who's going to go off to the left side, and he picks up 5.
Well, Dane's showing some good vision there, trying to let his block set up and find a way to sneak through. But a guy like him who's so powerful, I say he just gets out there and runs people over. I think that's the way to the most success for him. Doesn't do it on that time, and the Bears defense just too quick to react. You can't give them that opportunity.
Clutch, it wasn't a doink, so I don't know if you can say anything about the Bears kicker right now. But St. John makes the most of this run, but he's going to fumble it, and the Bears recover this one at the 38-yard line.
Well, that was definitely a doink as Matthias St. John gets hit there, and that ball pops free, and the Bears are able to come up with it. Good job there by Digger Graves, who able to force that one out from behind. Looked like his elbow got on it, not his arm, but either way, he pops it free just in time. An interception, a fumble recovery, doing everything he can for his team here in the first half. Bears now up by 7, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Can they make it a 2-score game once again?
That's definitely the danger of when you have your quarterback scrambling out there. As Jelkic going to send Walker in motion. He is going to hit Walker over the middle as Sky Walker gets his first reception of the night.
Well, apparently there has been a break in the force as Sky Walker has finally found his way onto the field, and we'll see if he can telepathically connect with Griffin Jelkic and get some more yards in this game.
Sky Walker kind of playing like another player we see in the CFSL right now. Mike Kogo, both those guys racking up the pancakes. We've seen it from Sky Walker this season in the Pro League as he gets his first reception here tonight. The Bears are going to break the huddle. Jelkic comes out in the shotgun look with 2 backs set to his left and right. He is going to take the shotgun snap, hands it off to Walker, who tries to pick up the first down, and they're going to say he was short. Brings up 3rd and 1.
26 pancakes on the season, by the way, for Sky Walker. Good catch there. 11 in week 7 against New Orleans. Part of that 3-game winning streak that the Bears went on to get themselves into the playoffs.
Jelkic going to come out in the shotgun look. Nobody set back with him. Trip set to his right. Jelkic takes the shotgun snap. It's under pressure. Somehow gets away, gets upfield to the 40, and then down to the 35-yard line.
Well, that was Anthony Richardson giving chase, and this time Jelkic said, "Not so fast, my friend," and he takes off, kind of shrugs him off. We'll see Richardson coming from the front, and Jelkic sees him coming, so, "Oh, let me get out of here." Oh, he didn't even get his hands on him. Boggs was able to get his hands on him, but Jelkic a little too slippery there and does a good job of escaping pressure and picking up the first down.
1st and 10 now for the Bears, looking to go up 14 here on the 35-yard line. Jelkic has them in the huddle. He's going to break the huddle and come to the line. It's going to be a I-form look this time. Jelkic takes a snap. He's going to run the play action. He's got plenty of time in the pocket. Takes a shot downfield. Finds McKenzie, who's going to get down to the 9-yard line.
All I can say is, for the Dolphins, as Michael McKenzie and Griffin Jelkic are using the force to connect here quite a bit in the second quarter. And that is a dangerous duo if they start getting hot, which it starts to look like they do. There's the Titonis that I got confused with the league's leading receiver, or the CFSL's leading receiver, rather.
The defensive player, Titonis, making the stop there. As now 1st and goal for the Bears, looking to strike here. Maybe trying to get a touchdown that's not as questionable as their previous ones. Sitting at the 9-yard line, though. We're nearing the 2-minute warning before halftime.
Get ready.
Under center, Jokic goes. He's going to hand it off to Walker. He's going to go off the left side, and he's going to stop at the line of scrimmage. Walker's struggling here tonight.
Well, I was thinking to myself that the Dolphins need some good play from their linebackers. Then I thought to myself, Anthony Richardson, I think I'd like to see him in a 3-4. I think he's got the athleticism. He could play in coverage if he needs to. Obviously, we can see that he can rush. Dolphins go with a 4-3 presently, but Richardson's a guy I think could do it all from all over the field. Either way, second and goal here. Miami defense needs to step up.
Jokic in the shotgun, set with Tripp set to his left. He's going to take a step back, takes off, slides down, nearly getting hit hard, but he'll get down at the 3-yard line.
I don't know if Richardson was out there on the field. He wasn't at his typical left end spot there, and Jokic seemed to realize that and took off, scrambles up the middle for a little bit. Still third and goal, though. 3 yards out. I feel like this could go either way. Dolphins would feel really happy holding them to a field goal.
Shotgun look, Tripp set to his right. Jokic going to take the shotgun snap, takes a shot over the middle, finds Walker in the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, you could almost hear Skywalker saying to Griffin Jokic with his mind power, I'm open, throw it to me. And Jokic obliges and gets him on the slant route there for the touchdown. 14-point lead now here late in the first half, and a difficult spot for this Miami team.
The Dolphins needing to find a way to put some points on the board before halftime, as the Bears now looking to put this up to a 14-point lead with this kick. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Bears now take the lead 21-7 over the Dolphins here. 1:28 remaining in the second.
Griffin Jokic, you see there, 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hasn't been super... hasn't been a standout as far as accumulating a ton of yards throwing, but he's been very efficient despite the one interception to Tom Pence, and he's got his team in a 21-7 opportunity. Now Miami's got to try to find a way to get this ball down the field and get some points before the half.
Pence going to return that kickoff to the 26-yard line. Now out comes St. John looking to get something going on offense for the Miami Dolphins. They've found a way to pick up a ton of yards here tonight, just haven't found a way to punch it in the end zone. That interception on the 3-yard line comes to mind on what their struggle has been tonight. But St. John going to send a man in motion, sets it up to look like a balanced look for the receivers. As Stewart was their target, and he drops that one.
Yeah, Glenn Stewart, big tight end over the middle, but struggling with the good coverage there by the Bears, not able to haul that one in. They're going to need some big plays on this series if they want to get some points before the half, and you can't have many drops if you want to have a successful series.
St. John going to break the huddle. Going to go with the shotgun look. Tripp set to his right. He's going to send a man in motion again from right to left to set up a balanced look. St. John takes a snap, takes a shot downfield. This one nearly intercepted by the Bears.
Yeah, Seal Stern almost getting over there to pick that one off, but had to go up for that one, stretch out. Not an easy interception there, as he's not able to hold it in. Glenn Stewart again, the man that they were targeting downfield. Now 3rd and 10, been a difficult spot. 3rd and medium, long to long. Both teams have really struggled. We'll see if Miami's able to get the conversion there. You saw Andre Guyan in the huddle. Hasn't been used as much as you think. He was very prolific several seasons ago at TCU. We'll see if they can maybe look for him on this 3rd and 7, or 3rd and 10 rather.
St. John going to send a man out to the flat, but it's going to be hand off to Dane Jr. He's going to pick up the first down, and the diversion sending the defense out towards the receiver where it's going to going to go back to the line of scrimmage here on the hurry up. St. John with the one back set. He's letting a lot of time burn off the clock here. Got to take a step back. Under tons of pressure, gets rid of it. And this one falls incomplete. Looks like it had a shot to be caught.
Yeah, I almost thought he did catch that. What a great call there, gutsy call to run it on 3rd and 10. Completely caught the Bears by surprise. Then they hurry up. They almost get another one on an acrobatic throw there by Matthias St. John. But it's 2nd and 10 now, still 52 seconds left. Miami still has all 3 timeouts, so they've got plenty of time and resources to put together a drive and get in the end zone.
Sitting at the 44-yard line. St. John's going to send his tight end in motion from left to right. St. John takes off on the scramble. He's going to pick up the first down to the 40. gets dragged out of bounds at the 35.
Well, I think I saw the receiver over there, David Beasley, give a little tug on his DB there as he was late in the pursuit of Matthias St. John. And St. John doing a good job of picking up yards, getting the first down, and getting out of bounds.
At the 35-yard line with 45 seconds to half. The Dolphins will break the huddle here. It's going to be a two-back look out of the shotgun set. St. John going to take the shotgun snap, takes a step back, looks downfield, and he's going to find Lawson on the sideline. They're going to say he was out of bounds.
Well, I thought he maybe got his feet in. I thought he put too much air under that as well. And apparently he just let him a little bit too much. Thought it was a good effort there by Chase Rosser to keep his feet in. But they're going to say that he wasn't able to do that. And so another second down upcoming for the Dolphins.
Rosser left alone. Really could have thrown that a little bit short. It would have been fine. But out comes the Dolphins. St. John takes a shotgun snap. Taking a look across the middle. Finds Cook. He's going to get it at the first down. And gets him down to the 19-yard line before the Dolphins burn their first timeout.
Alex A. Cook, the first receiver in league history to have 4 touchdowns in a game, a 3 receiving and a return touchdown when he played at Iowa. And I believe that was in season 1. And so showing has some athleticism, great ability out there, able to get the big gain up the middle. So 35 seconds left, 2 timeouts for the Dolphins. They're in a great situation here to try to cut this lead back down to 7.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line. 35 seconds. You still have plenty of time to try to get this in the end zone. You don't have to force the ball in there. St. John going to break the huddle as they're going to come to the one-back look. St. John under center. He'll take the step back on the after the snap. He's under tons of pressure, gets the ball away, and this one's going to fall incomplete.
Well, he was looking for up to no good coming back for that one. Not able to quite get it there. A lot of 2nd and 10s on this drive for Miami, but they've done well on converting them. And we'll see if they're able to here. 31 seconds left inside the red zone. Still have 2 timeouts left, though, so everything is open to them.
2nd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol look. St. John tries the hard count to get the defense to jump. He'll take the snap, finds himself under a little bit of pressure, finds Gray, who's going to pick up 4 yards, and the Dolphins burning their 2nd timeout.
Well, a short little connection there on the outside, and so now it's going to be 3rd and 6. They have to use their 2nd timeout, so you got to be careful here. You want to get the first down to keep the drive going, but ultimately they like to save that timeout if you can, in case you need it for a last-second field goal. Although if you don't get the first time, the first down, you're kicking a field goal anyway. So kind of a tricky situation to be in here.
In the Pro League, the clock does not stop when they get a first down. So they either need to pick up the first down and clock the ball, or really set up for the field goal. But St. John going to take the snap back, has plenty of time, finds King, gets the first down. He's going to break a couple tackles, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dolphins.
What a play by Max King. It looked like he was going to get bottled up there. Shows great athleticism and field vision, and takes that one into the end zone for the touchdown. Big play there. Slips 2 tackles, runs over just in time on his way into the end zone. What a big play there for Max King. And it's going to be a 7-point game at the half, it looks like.
Sending a big return by the Bears. 7-point game, like you mentioned, going into half. And really, it's been a big confidence booster for the Dolphins, who really struggled early in this game, went down 14-0. We see St. John there. He's really responded well since throwing that interception.
Well, he has, and he's gotten better as the game goes along, which is what you like to see if you're Miami. If your quarterback starts to struggle, that's a problem. But if they struggle early and they work out the kinks as they go along, you put yourself in a position to be competitive. And right now, that's where Miami finds themselves.
And now with 19 seconds left before half, Miami kicking this one away. The Bears will return it. McFadden out to the 20, 25, 30. There is a flag down as this one might be coming back. It looked like there may have been a clipping call on the field. And you see the coach there really going after White.
Yeah, Zachary White, the former Texas safety, going to get called for the clipping here. So Lucky McFadden, no lucky breaks on that return. And if I'm Chicago here, I just run the ball up the middle and go to half, happy with my 7-point lead.
Well, they will break the huddle here. Jelkic going under center in the I form. As going to call an audible late there. It's going to be handoff to Walker up the middle. He's going to get stopped at the line. All right, really going to pick up 2 yards. And now they're going to let this time run out.
Yeah, Dylan McKenzie comes up there to get the stop. And I think that's exactly what you do. You just run the ball, you get to the half. I think a great half by both of these teams. Miami a little bit slow coming out, but ultimately they put themselves in a situation where we got a great game for the second half.
Well, at halftime, the Bears lead it 21-14 over the Dolphins here in the playoffs, the first round of the playoffs. And as Mike, it's kind of been back and forth. We've seen Chicago take a 14-point lead a couple times, and then the Dolphins fight right back.
Yeah, the Dolphins, although they're playing behind for the entire night, they've done a good job of rallying when their backs have been against the wall, so to speak, being down by 14, and they keep cutting it into a 7-point game. Now, we'll see what they can do in the second half. They're going to need to get a couple of stops on defense and not play from behind if they want to move on and play in the championship game on Sunday against the winner of the Packers and the Cowboys game, which you'll see coming up after this one here on YouTube.
Well, looking at the halftime stats, there's no question who should be winning this game. The Bears dominating every single stat line that we saw a moment ago, as the Bears will have to kick this one off and give Miami a shot to tie it up.
You know the one stat that they didn't show there? Anthony Richardson. And that's the guy you can't account for in the stats, at least not the ones that we've seen. But he's been very dominant on that Miami defensive line.
Yeah, really been one of the reasons Miami has been able to fight back. As St. John's going to break the huddle at the 20-yard line to start this drive. It's going to be a handoff to Dane Jr., who gets off to the right side. He's going to pick up 8, his first really big run of the night.
Yeah, he powers through there. He does a nice job cutting back inside to the left and getting a few extra yards there. I think they're going to have to get him going here in the second half if they want to win. We know their bread is buttered with the run game. Dane and St. John, you got to get Dane going, I think, if you have any chance of advancing.
St. John going to come out in the pistol form. He's going to run the read option. He is going to keep it this time. Picks up the first down, finds a lane, gets down to the 45-yard line before he's brought down.
Well, I don't want to see Matthias St. John out there taking big hits from Digger Graves, which he does on that drive. He's got to slide if he's going to get out there or get out of bounds. Luckily, he holds onto the ball. He's already fumbled once, so playing a little bit with fire there, but a great run. They use the run on the first 2 plays. That's what Miami wants to do. You just want to see your quarterback be a little smarter at the end of those runs.
Looking at chat right now, it's kind of throwing me off seeing David Ware with 2 different icons down there. Not sure what he's doing, switching profile pictures or switching accounts right now. But St. John going to go under center here, takes a step back, finds Guyan for the reception.
You're clearly seeing something I'm not seeing. Now I'm intrigued.
He's got an orange circle and he's got a blue circle or a gray circle. I'm colorblind. I don't know.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. On the left. Yeah, I don't know if that's even his doing. I think that's just something YouTube does. But now I see what you're. You can't be colorblind. How are you putting together rosters and you're colorblind?
I don't know if that's gray or blue.
It's gray. No, it's gray and orange.
My wife makes fun of me all the time for it.
Well, it's kind of like a reddish orange. It's a little more red than the C for Cagle.
Well, Dane Jr. going to get the carry here, and he's going to get 1 yard before time brings him down.
Well, that's what you don't want to see from Ron Dane Jr. is him spinning, especially in the open field. He's a power running back, and him spinning basically at the line of scrimmage means that something's going horribly wrong.
Really, the rushing game for Miami has been struggling here tonight, but St. John going to come out in the shotgun set with Trips set to his right. Got to take the step back, a throw off to Stewart on the left side. And I think it really threw the Bears off as the Dolphins pick up the first down.
Yeah, Rosser's been the guy that's been getting most of the love, and now Matthias St. John and Stewart are starting to find a little bit of rhythm here late in the first half and now here into the second half. And so it's giving the Bears more things to think about on the defensive side of the ball, which is creating more opportunities for them.
1st and 10 for the Dolphins at the 30-yard line. Looking to capitalize here on the great drive. St. John been playing a pretty good game since throwing that early interception in the red zone. Looking to make up for it once again right here. He will break the huddle, goes to the line with a one-back set. He'll take the step back on the play, finds Cook, and that one will be a first down as really St. John's great job of keeping the pressure in front of the ball.
Well, he's also doing a better job of mixing up the receivers. We've seen Cook now a few times. We've seen Stewart. We've seen Rosser. We've even seen a couple of shots at Guyan. So he's doing a better job now of spreading the ball around, which makes the defense a little bit slower. They have to think a little bit more. By the way, David checking in chat. I'm sure he's hoping to catch a glimpse of Barkevius Oswald, who's been pretty quiet tonight.
Says he likes the Miami uniforms. I'm pretty sure these are their default uniforms.
Well, and then they've changed it. They've changed it a little bit recently in that other league.
Oh, okay. Well, they're going to go to the full house pistol look, and Dane Jr. going nowhere this time.
Yeah, in that other pro league that has quote unquote real players, it's more of a blue that they've kind of gone to. This is kind of more of an old school color for them. We don't like to refer to that other league. That's not, we can't play in that other league. We can play in this league.
St. John goes to the power eye look. He's going to find Scott. He's going to pick up the first down. The Bears weren't even going for the tackle, just letting him come to him, and they give up a big play.
Well, Zachary White, you'll see number 29 come in here. He wanted to go for a tackle, and he got run over. Well, it looked like he did. He was on his back. Let's see if we get a better angle from this time. White coming up and puts his head down, and, of course, the truck doesn't help us out by letting us watch the completion of the play. But take my word for it, he got run over.
Well, on the 4-yard line now, 1st and goal. The Dolphins looking to capitalize now as they've really found something to attack this Bears defense with here to start the second half. St. John going to come to the line with a one-back set. St. John takes the 3-step drop, feels the pressure late, takes a shot over the middle, and this one's going to fall incomplete.
I don't know if that was a slant route or kind of just like a drag that he got held up on. Good coverage underneath there by Lucky McFadden, but Rosser Daniel Homano, he was able to beat the coverage and found an opening, and credit to St. John for finding him, but Rosser not able to hold on to that, and you gotta hope that doesn't come back to bite the Dolphins.
Chase Rosser with a couple drops here tonight. 2nd and goal though from the 4-yard line. St. John trying to get the right play call in. They will come to the line, going with the shotgun set, trip set to his right. Gonna take the snap, and it runs the play, the read option. This one's going nowhere as the Bears, Graves gets in there with the big hit.
Well, Digger Graves a couple of times now has laid a big hit on Matthias St. John. I thought that ball might have came out there. He was lucky to hold on to it because he took a big shot. And David in chat, I think, has been hanging out with Matt a little bit too much as he's playing the aw shucks who me card in there, thinking that Ty Dixon isn't going to get drafted.
I think there'll be a lot of good players coming out of this draft class, as really all these teams looking to make the next big star. But right now, St. John's going to take a shot at Dwayne Jr. He's going to get the touchdown for the Dolphins.
Yeah, Rondé Jr. trying to be the current star as he's showing off. Is that the Dougie? If it is, I like that a lot better when Kate Upton does it, not so much when Rondé Jr. does it. I picture him just handing the ball to the ref, and he has broken that image, unfortunately, for me. But a great job there by Miami. Moving the ball down the field, spreading out who they throw the ball to, and now they've got it tied up, and the pressure in some degree shifts onto the Bears now, who have given up a 14-point lead twice now.
You know, Mike, as soon as the players get the money, some of that respect's gone as they start to celebrate a little bit more in the end zone, knowing that really a big win here tonight could potentially set up for big negotiations later on down the road. But right now, the Dolphins tying it up here in the third quarter. Can the Bears respond?
Sorry, I was getting caught up on chat. Zach Davis saying he was itty bitty, I'm dead. I'm trying to figure out where that came from.
No idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the kick return here comes out to the 27-yard line as Davis Jr. brought that one out. The Bears now setting up as Jokic trying to respond here. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. He'll come out in the shotgun set, trip set to his right. Walker is set in the backfield to his left. He's going to take a step back here. Under pressure late. Finds Golinar for the reception.
Well, Jokic 16 of 21 passing now, and I feel like half of those completions have gone to Golinar, who's been pretty active out there. Still haven't seen a lot of Skywalker out there. Ricky Jordan, I think we've seen once. Jay Wells, the pickup, mid-season pickup, haven't seen him at all. So, you know, I think they need to use the diversity in their receivers and keep the defense guessing. But I honestly think Taraj Walker's been really good. I think Brandon Davis Jr. as a second power back to come in and spell Walker. I think that could be the way to success. But they're obviously not going to do it here as they come out in 5 wide.
Jokic takes the step back on the shotgun step, finds Twix over the middle, and that'll be a first down pickup for the Bears.
Oh, yes. Jay Wells was traded for Golinar, and I don't have that updated on my sheet. So, okay, they still got Ricky Jordan and Skywalker, who have been somewhat underutilized. King Twix and Golinar are the 2 primary receivers. I heard somebody told me at the half that if Skywalker doesn't start getting more targets in this game, he was going to ask to join Jay Wells on the bus out of town.
Definitely feels like a lot of people might have a little fantasy football league going on right now. As Walker is going to get the handoff, he's going to get blown up in the backfield. Richardson with the big tackle.
Ware asked if Skywalker wants to go to the Jets. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think anybody wants to play for the Jets right now, Steven. What do you think?
Well, you go to the Jets and then they'll ship you out. So
yeah, you go to the Jets.
Doesn't matter how well you play, you'll get shipped out.
Yeah, you go to the Jets, you play for 2 weeks, you lose 2 games, then they ship you off, and and before you know it, you're on 3 teams in the span of a couple weeks.
But hey, 3 teams, and you could possibly be in the playoffs despite possibly not even winning a game in your career. But a big pickup here to Walker, who's going to pick up about half the yards they need here. Sets up 3rd and 8.
Well, I was trying to read Griffin Yelkich's lips there as he was clapping. He said, yeah, that away, maybe he'll stay now, I think is what he said. Steven just doesn't know what to say to that.
Yeah, I don't. Well, the Bears setting up here, 3rd and 8 on the 47-yard line. This is a big 3rd down for the Bears, looking to really get this drive going and have a shot at some points. They've really come out flat this half. But Jokic gonna come out in the shotgun set, balanced look for his receivers. Gonna take the step back under some pressure, and he's gonna get taken down for the sack as Elijah gets in there for the sack.
Trey Elijah coming on the corner blitz, able to get through there. And it didn't look like Jokic even saw him. He was looking the other way. And Elijah, nobody yelled out hot, fire, whatever they're supposed to yell there. And Jokic gets taken down for yet another sack by this Miami defense.
And now the Bears having to punt this one away. All the momentum in favor of the Dolphins here to start this half. It will be Pence with the return here. It's going to be a short return, only getting it out to the 21-yard line.
So Mir says that Dane Jones is going to be in the draft this year, and I hadn't thought of that. There are going to be some interesting picks in this draft coming up, and Dane Jones could very well be the #1 pick in the draft.
Dane Jones, there's really a lot of good players coming out in this draft, but right here, Guyan with the reception, and he's going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to get it out to the 38-yard line.
Well, Axton Richardson will be coming out as he's right now completing his career at Miami. He's still in the playoffs. So that's another guy, and that's what's really going to be interesting is there aren't a lot of quarterback spots in the league. So where do these new quarterbacks like Axton Richardson go? And are they going to steal a starting spot from somebody who is starting right now?
Well, the Jets might be looking for a couple players. I don't know if they're looking for a quarterback right now. St. John going to hand it off to Dane Jr. Going to get stopped in the backfield. Taylor in there with the tackle.
And Clutch says maybe Dane will fall. Dane Jones will fall to the second round to the Cowboys. The Cowboys seem to get everybody that they wanted. Bailey on Siege, I believe they picked up in the 5th round. That seems now to be a steal. They got Vidar Lund in the 2nd round. Oh, by the way, have you noticed what he's done this season? If Dane Jones somehow wound up at Dallas, I think everybody should just go ahead and cancel the league, since that's the culture these days.
Well, this ball does fall incomplete to bring up 3rd and 10, but to kind of go off what you were saying, if Dane Jones falls to the 2nd round.
Well, you got the young bloods too.
Yeah.
And Knocking just points out both of the young bloods are going to be in this draft as well. Oh no, OPP was in the 2nd. Vidar was in the 3rd then. So yeah, that first draft was crazy. We'll see how much these GMs have learned in the 2nd draft.
St. John takes a shot to pick up the 1st down, nearly intercepted by the Bears, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, Digger Graves, a.k.a. Knocking, spending too much time in chat, not enough time paying attention to where the ball's going, and drops that interception, although it is going to force Miami to punt. We still got a tie game here late in the 3rd quarter.
Battle of the defenses here in the 3rd quarter. And yeah, kind of going off what you were saying about the draft last season and then coming into this season, these GMs really have a lot of tape to look at now. And, you know, we don't fall into the fact that a lot of GMs maybe not knowing the history behind some of these players they were drafting. The Bears, though, starting this drive at the 34-yard line. As Jokic under center, he'll send a man back into the backfield with him. Gonna drop back on the 7-step drop. Finds Golinar on the reception, and that was gonna get it out about 9 yards, almost 10.
I'm not sure what I think about that, saying that that's only Golinar's 4th reception. I swear he's got at least 10 right now. Steven, do you feel like going back through, watching the entire game and checking the stats just to make sure that the truck is right?
We can definitely check on that because, I mean, we talked about how there were a couple players in that first half we thought they were getting more stats than we're actually showing.
It's very strange.
We may have to check on our stats people in the truck after this game tonight.
Wouldn't that be a kick in the Cheetos if we found out that all of our stats were wrong?
That would be a lot of people's head on the chopping block, as Jordan's going to pick up the big 1st down here on the reception.
Well, yeah, back to the game, right? Ricky Jordan, again, enjoying his trip to the playoffs. The Piggly Wiggly says that they miss his glorious bag sacking abilities, but they're happy for him to be playing here with the Bears.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Bears, looking to take this lead back. As Jokic going to come to the line with one back set behind him. He's going to take the 7-step drop. Looks downfield, under tons of pressure. Finds his safety valve, Jordan, and that's going to be a pickup of 1.
Yeah, a big hit out there by Trey Elijah, who we saw get the sack earlier here. Lays the big hit on Ricky Jordan, who's definitely making himself more known, although he might need a map to find a sideline after that hit.
And the big hit by the Dolphins there is now 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line. Time taken away in the 3rd quarter. Just under 2 minutes remaining. Jokic going to break the huddle.
Do you think David Ware knows that Kurt Warner was a quarterback and not a running back or a wide receiver?
Well, I mean, he didn't know who Hans and Twix gets the 1st down on the reception.
David Ware said that Jordan is the CFSL Kurt Warner, and Jordan's a wide receiver. Just because he was sacking groceries is...
Well, because Kurt Warner was working at a Hy-Vee in Iowa before he got starting for the Rams.
Yeah, but wasn't he also playing like for the Iowa Barnstormers or something?
I believe he did prior. Like
I think Ricky Jordan was like trading in cans for change to keep his bills paid. I don't think he was playing in the Arena Football League or whatever.
Probably snuck into training camp and the coaches didn't know who he was. But Walker going to get the handoff here, and it's going to be a pickup of 6 here on first down.
Well, Walker, 11 carries, 73 yards. His average coming down a little bit, under 7 yards, but still very, very good as we're approaching the end of the third quarter here. And I think that's going to be the key to success. If Chicago wants to win this game, I think you got to rely on this running game a little bit more, wear down this defense, and put them away.
Well, they do break the huddle time, starting to tick away. They're not going to get the snap off here. So that will be the end of the third quarter. The Chicago Bears 21, the Miami Dolphins 21. Stay tuned right here for the exciting conclusion of the first round of the playoffs between these two teams. And what a game it has been. Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium, Miami, Florida, as the Dolphins looking to defend their home field against the Bears, who are in scoring position right now. 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line. Jelkic leading a great drive, looking to capitalize to start the fourth quarter.
Are we sure it's Hard Rock Stadium?
I believe it is.
It's Sun Life Stadium in the CFSL, so I don't know if they change.
Okay.
I don't know. You could be right.
All these teams and their different stadium names. But Jelkic gonna pick up the first down on the scramble.
Well, everything's a little bit different in the CFSL verse, which I was told that means we're part of a multiverse.
Well, I hope they've done a lot of upgrades to the stadium.
Well, it looks much more upgraded in the Pro League than it does in the CFSL.
Yeah, definitely.
Strange as that may seem.
Well, 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line for the Bears. Jelkic goes under center. One back step behind him. He's got to hand it off to Walker, who runs up the middle. And this will be a very small pickup for Walker. Actually, it'll be 4 yards there.
What does Wanda have to do with the multiverse?
Who's Wanda?
WandaVision? You're not a Marvel guy?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
As Jelkic going to go under center in the I set. It's going to be a play action. Looked like it was going to Walker. They're going to find McKenzie, who gets it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, I've been saying for a while, you got to watch out for this combination of Jelkic and McKenzie, and especially on the corner route, which I feel like this is at least the 5th corner route we've seen him get a toss on, and the linebacker's a little slow getting over there. Tyson Cain-Blade, they're going to need to work on his coverage in the offseason, as he is just too slow trying to cover guys either coming off the line or out of the backfield.
Everybody ripping me in chat now for saying I'm not a Marvel guy. Well, I don't have time for TV.
That's true. You've got to watch all the data that's going across those monitors that you got firing up, keeping your house warm.
Well, Jelkic takes a shot over the middle. Walker drops the touchdown.
Well, in fairness, Ali watched WandaVision not knowing it was part of the MCU, and then that's the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in case you weren't up on that. And so I had watched like early on, but only like the first 5 or 6 movies. And so then I went and caught up on a lot of it. We watched WandaVision. So now I'm back in the MCU universe, but I still don't know how Wanda plays into our multiverse at all.
Well, 2nd and goal on the 2-yard line for Jelkic. He's going to go under center in the I form. Going to take the 3-step drop. Looked like he was going to try to scramble. Takes a shot to the end zone. And this one's going to fall incomplete.
Well, it was a nice one-handed interception attempt there by Trey Elijah, who's really come along here in the second half. He's playing lights out there. And good coverage there on King Twix. Twix maybe asking for the ball to be placed a little bit differently, but 3rd and goal here, and we'll see if the Bears can get this one in or if they're going to have to settle for a field goal.
lot of fans questioning why they're not going to the running game here on the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal, 12:44 in the 4th quarter. They're going to the power I look. Maybe they will hand it off this time. It's going to be a pitch out to Walker, who's got the left or right side, and that one's going to be a touchdown for the Bears.
Well, there it is. I said they needed to get Walker going more here in the second half, and they do. And he's able to get it in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. And the Bears go back out in front. And now the pressure goes back on Miami, who just cannot seem to play from ahead in this game. They're constantly playing from behind, and we'll have to see if ultimately that becomes their undoing.
Well, a big touchdown run there. All the pressure on the Dolphins trying to keep their season alive now as the kick is up, and it is good. So 28-21 Chicago over the Dolphins here. 12:41 remaining in the 4th.
13 carries, 79 yards, and a pair of touchdowns. You really can't ask for a whole lot more than that out of your running back. And I say you go to him more and more, but right now you need your defense to get a stop for you if you're the Bears. And conversely, if you're the Dolphins, I think you got to use your running game a little bit too. Grande Jr. hasn't been very effective. St. John has, though, when he's run. He's just got to make sure he doesn't turn it over.
Easily on the return, gets out to the 27-yard line. St. John, like you were mentioning, needs to find a way to get this offense going again. They found success early in the second half, looking to really get that offense going again. Got to come out in the shotgun set. Going to take a step back here, looking downfield, nearly intercepted by the Bears.
Yeah, Greg Brault getting his hands on that one, the former corner out of Notre Dame, and it was over the shoulder, kind of Willie Mays-esque. Not the easiest catch in the world, but there is a theory that if you get your hands on it, it's a catchable ball, and he wasn't able to haul that one in and change the fortunes for the Miami offense.
Now, St. John, 2nd and 10, looking to pick up something here to make it an easy 3rd down or possibly pick up the 1st down. Going under center, trips, bunch set to his left. He'll take the 7-step drop. Looking downfield, under tons of pressure, and he goes down as Gunn gets in there for the sack.
Percy Gunn, a late addition in the season to this Bears defense, and he comes up big there with a sack. And right now, you almost feel like Miami had gained the momentum as they came back from down 14 to tie the game up, but now you almost feel like the Bears are starting to pull away.
Agent Chris in chat asking how many minute quarters. 15-minute quarters here in the Pro League, as it kind of goes by quickly, to be honest. St. John feeling the pressure of that time ticking away here on 3rd and 18. Takes a step back, looking to pick up the big 1st down under pressure. Nearly gets brought down. This one intercepted by Kerr.
Joe Kerr jumping that route, and right as I say, it feels like the Bears are starting to take over. He jumps the route there, that pass that was intended for Alex A. Cook, and takes that one the other way. Steps out of bounds, momentum carried the other way. But what a huge opportunity here, if you're the Bears, to add on to that lead here in the 4th quarter and maybe put this one away.
Bears feeling good, setting up shop at the 28-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Walker, who goes off the left side, somehow picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, I think Taraj Walker, Brandon Davis Jr. are your keys to winning at this point. You're up by 7. Give it to them. Let them pound and run down this defense and try to get you at least another field goal, if not 7 more points. And you kind of got to feel, Steven, that if they get a touchdown here, I don't know if Miami can come back.
Miami has scored quick a couple times tonight, but really the last time they scored quick was back in late in the 2nd quarter, as Jelkic going to come out in the shotgun look with 2 backs set back with him. Going to run the play action, takes a shot over the middle. That's Golinar, gets the reception.
Well, I know the truck says it's only 5 receptions, but I feel like it's been so many more. And another nice catch over the middle as he gets the 1st down, taken down by Trey Elijah, who, again, we've been calling his name, but unfortunately, Anthony Richardson's kind of disappeared here in the second half. We haven't seen Markevius Oswald this entire game. And Miami, if they want to stay in this game, they're going to need some of those other guys to step up.
I feel like I mispronounced Golinar's name about 5 times in that first quarter. Only 5 receptions here, kind of surprising to see. But first and goal for the Bears, looking to capitalize off that interception they got a moment ago. As Jelkic going to come out in the shotgun set, going to take a step back under some pressure. Somehow that offensive line holds, and this one intercepted in the end zone, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
What? Oh, I thought Pence got his second interception of the game there. And if I'm the Dolphins, you don't have a whole lot to lose. I think you got to challenge that and see if you can get the turnover, because that would be huge, but it doesn't look like they're going to.
And it looked like he easily had the reception or the interception in the end zone. As now Jelkic going to come out in the shotgun. Look, nobody set behind him. Going to feel the pressure late. Gets it out to Golinar. And this one's going to be stopped short, 4 yards to the end zone.
Well, Jelkic getting ever closer to a 300-yard passing game as he goes to his favorite receiver once again. And now the Dolphins are, they weren't able to get that pick, which we thought it was, by Tom Pence. And now they're going to have to do something big here, because if they give up another 7 points, it's very close to a curtain call for him.
Just under 10 minutes remaining in this game. 3rd and goal for the Bears. Jelkic breaks the huddle. Bears going to come out in an I form. Look, going heavy here. No receivers on the field. He is going to take a step back, looks for the pass, finds the tight end Diaz. And stop before the end zone. Great job by the Dolphins to make a stop here.
Well, I don't know if I like that play on 3rd down. I don't mind it on 1st or 2nd down, because then you got an opportunity, but you go to it there, and the tight end / fullback is covered up there by a multitude of defenders, not able to get it. So now you're going to have to settle for a field goal, and I think this is a much less daunting deficit for the Dolphins to be facing.
The kick is up, and it is good. So the Bears taking a 10-point lead here with 8:46 remaining in the 4th quarter. The Dolphins in desperate need to get some offensive production going.
Yeah, they're going to need Matthias St. John to start clicking with his receivers, namely Alexei Cook and Andre Guyan, as those are your 2 big play receivers that can pick up yards in a hurry. Now, there's still a half of the quarter to play, so it's not like you have to go into hurry-up mode, but you also don't want to take a lot of time, not get a 1st down, or not complete the drive, have to punt it away, and then basically you watch your hopes disappear.
Bears kicking this one away. Dolphins looking for anything to get going. Beasley on the return here. Gets out past the 20. Breaks one tackle before he gets dragged down at the 27.
Well, if this was college ball, you might see Tom Pence out there on some offensive snaps, but in the pros, you won't see that most likely. So we'll see what St. John and company can do here. Trailing by 10, but they still got a half quarter to play.
St. John under center takes the 7-step drop, looking downfield, throws one. This one intercepted by Seal Stern, and he's down the sideline, breaks one tackle, keeps going, and gets down to the 21-yard line.
Well, St. John had rebounded from that turnover earlier, but Seal Stern, who dropped one earlier, able to come up with that one. And a big play there for the Bears defense. And now you got to think they're a 1st down or 2 and either a field goal or touchdown away from cementing this game and moving on to the 1st ever Pro League championship.
Ted Stern been calling for the interception all night long. Finally gets one. So he's celebrating out there. But Jelkic coming out in the shotgun look, looking to add more points to the scoreboard. Finds Jordan, and this one will be called incomplete.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of sideline and even an end zone catch that we've disputed. It goes all the way back to the very first touchdown of the game, which we did not think was a touchdown. The receiver clearly had his foot on the line. We thought, but they called it a touchdown anyway, and it's been a little questionable officiating the rest of the game. But a big opportunity here for the Bears. I don't know if I like this empty backfield, though, protecting your lead.
Jelkic taking a look downfield, finds Bell. This one's going to be a pickup of about 4. And really, going back to what you were saying about the refs, it was actually a pickup of 6. But, I mean, really all the critical calls going in favor of the Bears today.
For the most part, I mean, you got to think that they are to some degree. I don't know if they've all been game changers, although that Pence potential interception definitely looks haunting now.
Davis Jr. pushing the pile forward, picks up 8 as he gets the Bears a first down.
Ted says that Seal Stern was drafted in the 3rd and gets a playoff interception. Is that a flex? Vidar Lund was drafted in the 3rd and ran for 1,792 yards and 19 touchdowns in 8 games. So I don't know.
Stern needs to be seen from time to time.
He can help by getting himself a tan.
Golinar gets into the end zone with a touchdown.
Yeah, big touchdown there. Is that you have to think pretty much puts away the Dolphins. The Dolphins fought valiantly. They put themselves in a hole early on, and they were down from 14 a couple of times, and they were able to fight their way back and even had it tied at one point. But the Bears have basically decided that we're the better team and we want to win, and they are going to seemingly, unless something drastic happens, knock off the East Division champs and then move on to meet the winner of our next game, which will be Green Bay and Dallas. And the 2 winners will play Sunday night's championship game, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time here on YouTube.
With that, the Bears in half a quarter putting up 17 points to really put this game away. It's not over yet. The Dolphins can still manage to match what the Bears have done early in this game, but time not in their favor. Need a bunch of big plays to make it happen. Beasley gonna try to make a big play happen here. Out to the 20 before he's dragged down at the 25.
Well, long field in front of the Dolphins here now, so they've got 76 yards or so to go for 1 touchdown, and unfortunately for them, they're going to need 2 and a field goal, so the odds definitely stacked against them, but we'll see. Maybe Matty St. John becomes Matty Ice with a performance here in the playoffs.
St. John with a quick look, finds Rosser over the middle of the field. This will be a pickup of 7.
Well, coverage was too good on the outside. He was looking for some receivers on the outside, just too much there. So he has to check it down to Rosser, who's been his go-to all night. And even down 17 here, it doesn't look like things are changing much.
So 2nd and 3 for the Dolphins. Just under 7 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, almost to 6.5. As they're taking their time in the huddle. They're going to break the huddle with 6:15 remaining on the clock. St. John in the shotgun. Going to take the step back. Looks downfield. Tries to find somebody. This one intercepted. Time with the interception as the Bears move it downfield. Once again, there's a late flag. I believe that is a face mask on the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a face mask just in time. His 2nd interception. Remember, in the first half, he got one right at the goal line. And this one is going to be a frustration penalty as the tackle leads to a face mask. And now it's all over but the crying here in Miami, as the Bears ultimately all they need to do is run this one out and then wait for their opponent on Sunday night.
And the Bears will do just that. Walker getting the ball. They'll pick up 2. And all the talk about how great of a season St. John has had tonight, not living up to that expectation. He's thrown a bunch of interceptions, and the Bears looking to really ice the clock, put this one away, up 17 as we near the 5-minute mark. Jelkic goes back under center. It will be another handoff to Walker up the middle as Walker picks up 3.
Yeah, Matthias St. John, some might say, reverted somewhat to his play at Florida. I know his former AD, Rick Jordan, Hunky Dory, saying that he wishes he was playing this way, the way he played this season at Florida. But the knock on him at Florida was that he did turn the ball over too much, wasn't capable in the big games, and was better as a running quarterback than a throwing quarterback. None of those things seem true until this game right here. And now you got to wonder if guys like Gage Youngblood or Anthony Richardson are somebody that the Dolphins look to supplant their playoff leading quarterback.
Well, it definitely looks like the Bears right now not looking to necessarily put this walk out of this game the way it is, looking to put more points up on the board, takes a shot downfield and finds McKenzie as now 1st and goal at the 9-yard line for the Bears.
Yeah, now this goes from what was a very close game for much of it into potentially being a 20 or 24 point game here late.
Jelkic finds Golinar. This one's going to get down to about the 2-yard line before he's knocked down.
Well, this is the 6th trip inside the red zone, as you see the graphic on the screen. And the Bears have scored every time down, and they have a very good chance of scoring yet again down here in the red zone and making this game look a lot less competitive than it actually was.
2nd and goal on the 2-yard line. Coming out in the I set with just under 4 minutes remaining in the game. It's going to be headed off to Walker, and he's going to walk his way in for the touchdown.
Teraj Walker's 3rd touchdown of the game, as he has definitely excelled here in the playoffs, as has pretty much this entire Bears team. And that all but closes the book on this one. And Miami will come out here and, you know, if they really care about their fans, they need to just go ahead and run it out and let us all get on to the next game.
Yeah, and with the really back-to-back drives where St. John throws an interception to end the drive, these fans really just want to see this one get over with. It's been pretty much a blowout in the 4th quarter, and it's been all Bears here, as 24 points now in the 4th quarter to the Dolphins, who haven't scored a single point since the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's been all Bears in this one, and you know, you can't really say much. You know, the Bears, they did what they needed to when they needed to, and Miami was maybe a little too conservative, a little too rusty early on, and then ultimately, you know, their quarterback wasn't able to step up when he needed to late in the game, and you know, that's ultimately that's what you look at, and you got to head into the offseason now and try to find ways that you can fix that going into season 2.
The East and West Division always arguing about who is better. This one's going to be complete for Rosser over the middle. He's going to pick up a good chunk of yards to set him up at the 39-yard line. But the East and West Division rivalry in the Pro League, it's kind of been a talking point all season between the GMs, between the players, and it kind of brings up a question. You know, the Bears barely squeaked by Green Bay last week, where the Dolphins beat New England to win their league. Or their division. So it kind of puts into question who was better, and I think we'll get more answers to that later tonight.
Well, I don't think there's any question, as we're seeing tonight, that the West was the better conference. You had an undefeated Dallas team, you had a 6-2 Chicago team, then you got the Green Bay, who's getting into the playoffs as well. 3 playoff teams in there. You know, Miami and New England were kind of the class of the East Division, which now we're seeing we're not quite sure how good they were. Was it the competition that they faced in the East that led to a lot of those wins? Can they hang with the West? Well, what that also does with this one here is it guarantees that we're going to have an all-West championship game on Sunday night as well.
As now the Dolphins continue to move downfield. They're not giving up here, still trying to put at least something on the board for their fans, as they're at the 50-yard line right now. Under 3 minutes remaining in this game, 45-21, the Bears over the Dolphins. St. John in the huddle. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you know, the argument can be made that you want to end your season on a high note. You don't want to give up. And I get it. There was, you know, over 2 minutes left. They are running down the clock at least. We are going to have the 2-minute warning, but you know you're done at this point, and all you're really doing is delaying the inevitable by running plays and trying to move the ball down the field.
Well, St. John took off on the scramble that time, and he is met by Graves, who is going to put St. John in a grave if he keeps giving shots out like that.
Wow.
And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Bears up 45-21, taking control of this 4th quarter. And like Mike said a moment ago, don't expect to see Miami go into any hurry up here or calling timeouts, just trying to get out of here.
Well, what do you think we're going to see in the next game? Now that we know one participating in the championship game, does Green Bay have any shot at upending the Cowboys?
It's going to be definitely a tough task for the Packers. As St. John gets taken down for the sack, brings up 3rd and 14. Surprised to see them go to the hurry up here. St. John going to take a step back, takes a shot over the middle, finds Stewart, brings up 4th and 7. They're going back to the line here on 4th down. St. John in the shotgun look. He's going to take a step back, looking downfield, plenty of time. This one's found. Cook for the reception.
Well, you know, looked like they were a clock killing ball, and then all of a sudden they went to the 2-minute warning, and apparently the coaching staff said, no, you guys got to finish with some fire in your belly.
St. John under pressure, and he gets sacked again on this drive. Another big play by the Bears defense. St. John going under center.
And these are undrafted free agents getting these sacks here.
And it's going to be a false start on everybody but the center here, as St. John tried to draw him off sides, and everybody on that line jumped.
Well, when you're running the hurry up, that can happen sometimes. You get going a little bit too fast, and you catch some guys not ready or not set, and that happened there. And now, you know, again, you put a little bit on display there. You tried to get something going. Now it's 2nd and 23. You know it's backfiring on you. Hand it off a couple times. Let's get out of here. Let's move along.
2nd and 23. 1:10 remaining in this game. St. John still looking downfield. Takes a shot. Had a man for a moment, but he overthrows, and this one falls incomplete.
Well, we'll see, you know, if they go for it one more time. Like I said, they had the opportunity just to run out the clock, but it looks like, you know, one of their coaches, assumingly the head coach, was like, no, you guys have to finish this game a little bit better. And so now he's just delaying what we all know is going to happen.
3rd and 23, 1:06 remaining in the game at the 41-yard line. St. John still looking downfield, under tons of pressure again, gets the ball away, and this one intercepted by the Bears. Moore out to the 30, gets dragged down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that guy Moore was wearing Digger Graves' number somehow. They're really going to their bench, and they're having to share numbers. It's almost like a preseason game or something. But the pick there, and, you know, Matthias St. John's really not helping himself when you look at, you know, great season coming in, 3rd best passer rating in the league, and then just a complete come apart here in the playoffs. And it's got to make Miami question the stability at quarterback heading into the draft.
St. John definitely going to kind of not want to see his passer rating tonight. This carry's going to go for a loss of 1. But the clock continues to roll here, as it doesn't look like Miami's going to use a timeout, and they just need to run one more play.
Well, it's the pain is almost over, but then we get to watch what a lot of people think is going to be another win for the Cowboys, and I'm interested to see if the Packers can come up with anything different and see if they can derail the undefeated Cowboys in front of their home fans.
And they're going to chew the clock down as much as they can before they run this last play. And it will be a handoff to Walker. Now with 10 seconds left, the Bears just celebrating on the field, ready to get out of here.
Yeah, you know, they played an excellent game, and now they're ready. Some teams pop the champagne when they win a playoff game because they're moving on to the next series. I don't believe in it. I don't believe you celebrate till the final goal has been achieved. So we'll see what they do. But congratulations to the Bears. It was a impressive performance, especially in the fourth quarter. And honestly, very good season to the Dolphins. They did what they needed to. They won the last week of the season to get into the playoffs and win their division. Definitely something to be proud of. You just got to be a little concerned what you saw from your quarterback in this game.
And with that, I'd like to thank our executive producer and my broadcast partner, Mike Peters, for tonight's action. On behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm Stephen Parks. You've been watching the Pro League here on PX1 Sports. Remember, you can catch the Cowboys and Packers coming up next here. Stay tuned, and we'll see you at 8:45.